KRON 4's Jonathan Bloom is monitoring the situation right now. He joins us with a closer look at the fire lines and the burn zones. Jonathan?
Well, Heather, we've got some satellite imagery that we want to show you, and the first thing we want you to take a look at is actually a picture of the smoke from these fires taken from outer space. Let's look over here in our monitor, and you can see this is NASA's image. This is the area where the fires are, but look at this plume of smoke, the way it has come out here over the ocean, obviously drastically affecting the air quality here in the Los Angeles area, but also just this amazing amount of smoke. This just indicates how much damage those fires have done out there in the Southern California area and how much they're affecting the air quality. I mean, just look at this. This plume of smoke is pretty much the size of all of Southern California out here over the ocean. Now, the next thing that we want to show you is Google Earth. And you can see here, first of all, the fire that we were following last week for you. This is the fire near Montecito in Santa Barbara County. Do you see all those little red flame icons? That is a very grave sight because those are the icons that indicate the 200 plus homes that were destroyed by this fire. That information courtesy of the Los Angeles Times. You can see that yellow swath there in the middle. That is the sweeping mandatory evacuation that is still in effect for Santa Barbara and Montecito. Now, if we go a little bit further to the south here, there are two other fires that we're monitoring, both a little closer to Los Angeles. The first one here to the north end of LA County is in a community called Sylmar. Now, Sylmar literally means sea of trees, and you can see that that sea of trees is quite clearly on fire at this moment. It is very hilly, very mountainous firefighting terrain. This fire less than half contained, and that orange arrow there indicates where firefighters believe the fire began. The cause of it is still under investigation, but you can see this is very new information of the outline of this fire. The firefighters are making progress, however. If you look down here, you can see the one evacuation still in effect is for the Oak Ridge Mobile Home Park in the surrounding neighborhood. That's where you saw that video of those hundreds of mobile homes being ripped through by the flames of this fire. Now, a little bit to the south of Los Angeles, we have a fire in Orange County. And this is actually technically not one fire, it is technically 4 fires. And if we zoom in here, you can see those orange arrows at either end of the fire. That's where 2 of the fires began. This one also less than half contained, and the cause of those 4 fires is still under investigation. This fire is still growing. If you see those bright red areas up here at the top of the fire and a little bit down at the bottom, this is where the fire has grown in the last 24 hours. You can see there's another spot down here, right near a whole lot of homes where that fire has actually spread outside its original perimeter. Firefighters are also making progress on this one, though. If you look at this blue line here, that is completed containment line. That's where firefighters have taken the bulldozer and the hand picks and actually drawn a line around that fire. Over here, these yellow lines are where firefighters are actively working, and this is the one evacuation that's still in place where utilities are still out and people have to have their IDs in order to come back into their homes. Chris and Heather?
Very interesting, Jonathan. For a look at the raw numbers pouring into the KRON 4 newsroom, let's go to KRON 4's Jacqueline.